Hi, I'm Andrew Duncan. I'm going to show you around Northwestern Ohio Christian Youth Camp in McCutcheonville, Ohio. As soon as you turn down the camp road, you know you're home. There's nothing quite like the feeling of turning into the camp gates, seeing the camp sign, and pulling in knowing you're going to be there for a great week of seeing old friends and making new ones. When you turn into the camp road, you'll drive down the gravel road and you'll come to the chapel field on your right, and you'll see the chapel up on the hill. If you continue up the road, you'll see the A-frame. You'll drive past Maud Manor, where the cooks stay, and then you'll come up into the main courtyard area of the camp. Currently at Northwestern Ohio Christian Youth Camp, the property contains 14 sleeping cabins, the chapel, a swimming pool, basketball courts, fire circle, an athletic field. It borders the Sandusky River. It has the dining hall, which has a recreation room, a nurse's station, a canteen, concession area, and housing for the cooks and the directors. Off of the main courtyard area is the girls' cabin area. To get around to the boys' cabin area, you'll pass the pool. You'll also go past the basketball courts, the fire circle, and then finally you'll end up in the boys' cabin area. Northwestern Ohio Christian Youth Camp has been serving youth across Northwestern Ohio since the late 70s. Fred Edens will now give you a little bit of history about the camp.
This is Northwestern Ohio Christian Youth Camp, and my participation in this has been a board member. I've been president of the board. I was that about 10 or 11 years. I've been connected with the camp about 30-some years, starting in 1974. I came for the first time to youth camp here as an adult. I never got to do this when I was a child, but it has become probably the major part of my life as a minister and working with young people. This has been the focus of my year, every year this week that I come. And I've seen a lot of kids come through over those 30-some years. Kids call this their home away from home, and we've been allowed to help a number of young people. We've had kids that have met here, that have gotten married here, and have made lifelong friends here. They look for this week every year from the day that they leave that particular week, and almost count the days until the next summer, until that week begins. We have started out, I think, about 1968. This camp started with about 40 people. They used to rent a place up near Lake Erie in Sandusky, Ohio. And a few years later, we were able to rent a facility in Butler, Ohio, that's just south of Mansfield. We did that for about 11 years. It was called Camp Odiaqua that we rented. Our camp has always been called Northwestern Ohio Christian Youth Camp. But it got to the day where we bought a facility in Upper Sandusky, Ohio, about 40 acres, hoping to be able to develop that land and build our own camp there so we could have ownership. And while we were waiting to get that facility developed, somebody called us and told us that the YMCA in Tiffin had this particular camp for sale, and the board member called me and we came and looked at it, and after seeing it we thought, my goodness, 25 buildings, a swimming pool, and 29 point some acres, you know, it's already for us to use. It was like God provided this place for us, and we immediately called an emergency board meeting in 1978 and said, we got to figure out a way to buy this place. So we all agreed. We sold the place in Upper Sandusky and made a $40,000 down payment on this land, borrowed $110,000 and ended up paying it off. But now we're facing some of the most difficult days of our history. We have grown from that original 40 kids to about 700 in 2003 and 2005. The last few years we've not had quite that many, but pretty near 100 kids come over 7 weeks of camp now. and it is their life. They look forward to it all year long. But right now the EPA is mandating us to upgrade our sewer system. We want to build new buildings, better facilities, a new dining hall, a safe place in times of storm, which right now we don't have. But in order to do that, the first thing we have to do is build this sewage system that we find right now is going to cost us somewhere about $500,000 or more. We've tried fundraisers over the years that have produced a little bit of money and some income, but not a lot. We recently hired someone to help us raise money, to find grant money, but it was unsuccessful as far as finding grant money to help us pay for that. So now we're trying to figure out ways that we can have some major fundraisers to come up with the money so that we can keep this alive and have our grandchildren be able to come here in the future and enjoy what kids from the last 30-some years have enjoyed. Like I said, we started this camp in 1979, and it has only grown and become a major part of young people's lives in Northwest Ohio, and I'm glad to have been a part of it.
As Fred mentioned, there are many things the camp would like to fix and update. However, if we cannot secure the funds for the new sewage treatment facility, camp will no longer be able to open at all.
Since the camp was bought in 1978, there have been little improvements. The money that's raised each year through camper monies goes to food and to operating costs, electricity, gas, and there's not been enough money to make improvements. So everything that you've seen has been just patched or fixed, or just a band-aid put on the needs of this camp. The reason we're struggling is because the state of Ohio is mandating that we get a sewage treatment system put in here that will replace our septic system, which is not up to code anymore. It is not meeting the requirements of the facility, and it will require running major lines and putting in pumps and things that we can't afford. That's the $500,000 that we've been given as an estimate to see if we can solve our problem of the state's mandate. That's just to stay running. The other facilities are continuing to decay, and anything that would be above that would go to fix those problems. It would take an amount probably double the septic system to get this place looking like it needs to, like it deserves to, like we feel the kids find acceptable and safe. The facilities are secondary, but unfortunately that's what ends up being seen. For us to even just open the doors to come back to a facility that's falling down is going to take $500,000, and fundraising has failed, and we've tried many other ways, and we've given so much over the years that we've kept nothing back for ourselves, and now the time has come where we're asking for people to help us and give back to us some things that hopefully they feel is worth what we've given to them over the years. And there's been many people come through here that say there's no price tag you could put on the gifts that this place has given them. So we're hoping that generosity will be found, and that there will be a way for us to save our place that means so much, and it has given so much to the youth that have come through here.
I have been a counselor here at camp for about the past 18 years. I have always had the oldest girls, ages 16 to 18, and I've gotten to watch what it has done, this camp has done for these girls. Many of them come with a lot of baggage, a lot of struggles, and I have been so pleased to watch what the week here has done for them. Many of them turned their lives around. They have had a chance to get away from the outside world, and it has been such a joy to see what it's done for them. This camp has helped them immensely, and I hope that it will continue to do so for so many of these girls in the future.
We've been coming to camp for 13 years, and it is the most amazing place in the whole world. It's an escape. It's your home away from home that you come to, and it rescues you from everything.
Every summer it's like a place of safety for kids from all ages to come and just get away and just to be themselves.
I can really be myself here, and I can relate to almost every single person here in a way that I really can't do at home. It's just a really special place, and I'm pretty sure everyone here feels the same way about it.
This is my 7th year at camp. I've been coming here since I was 8 years old, and before I came to camp, I didn't really understand what this was about and how great this place was. I didn't understand it, but in the 7 years that I've been coming here, I've realized what this place means to me. I mean, this is the best place in the world. I've made so many good friendships here. There's so many great memories here, and I just love this place. Getting together with all my friends that I only get to see maybe once a year. It just means a lot to me that I can just come and get together and just be in a safe environment and just get away from the world for a week, and it's just great.
My name is Mackenzie. I've been coming to this camp for 7 years now, and every time I come back, it feels like I never left here. This camp means so much to me, and I know to everybody else. When you come here, you make friends that you have like in no other place. It's an amazing feeling, and this is just an amazing camp.
I love this camp because it is a place of comfort for me and a place to get away from the world and just think about everything in my life and just make awesome friends and have the best time of my life.
I like everything about camp.
Northwestern Ohio Christian Youth Camp is a nonprofit organization, and like you've heard, the cost of camper registration each year goes to cover food and mainly just cover the cost of having to open camp. There's never been really enough money to put aside to be able to invest in certain things. Been fortunate to repair little things here and there, but there's just not enough money to fix this place up like it needs to. And this camp is special to so many people, and as a teacher, I know the importance of kids having a safe place to go where they don't have to worry about being judged. They can be themselves and having a safe environment and a positive environment to come to. Because many kids, they don't have anything at home. They don't have anything to look forward to. And this place gives them that something to look forward to. This place has always given people something to look forward to because it's different and it's special. And I just hope that somehow we can find the funds to make the mandated changes and install the new septic system, because these kids need and they deserve a safe place to be.